Hey guys, it's Mrs. Bowser. It is April 14th, 2020, and I just wanted to come on and say hi before we start today's activities. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, Okay guys, here are some general announcements, more for parents. So new is this Teams account I keep sending the links. Teams is under Microsoft, so when you log on to Office 365 as your child, there's a new thing called Teams, and it's just a place where I could load up quizzes for your child to take, for forms, and possibly we might even be able to meet live, meaning like kind of like a Zoom conference, and say hi to each other and that kind of stuff. I did send everybody their login information for that and the link to Teams. So please try it out, see what you can see. I do have a welcome video in there, and there are a couple quizzes if you'd like to have your child go ahead and play around with that. Unique learning is still going strong. This week we are working on part 1, which is Monday through Wednesday, and starting tomorrow, which is part 2 of the week, we are going to be starting a whole new unit, and it's going to be about jobs. And so you will see those lessons again on Saturday and Sunday if you don't get to do them starting tomorrow. Please have your child log in at least twice a week to get both parts, so part 1 and part 2. The weekly check-in sheet, I sent it via email last Friday, and it's due again Friday. I'm also going to be sending out a link, and so it's a simple form, and I will show you that very soon on how you can access the weekly check-in sheet in a really easy 2-minute click, write a couple things, hit submit, and it might replace my email check-in sheet. But please submit those to me. If you haven't submitted week 1 yet, please submit week 1, and then week 2's check-in sheet is due on Friday. IEP meetings that were canceled will be rescheduled soon. I think I have my first one on Friday, and it's going to be a virtual phone call, so no video, but you will be asked to dial in at a certain number, and then we'll be able to hear everybody on the team. Lunches are still being provided at certain schools from 11 to 1. They give a lot of food out, so please check those out. Send me any pictures or videos of anything that you would like to share, and leave comments on my YouTube comment area if you can. I wanted to As a quick reminder, to access Unique, please go to student.n2y.com, put in your username and password, and hit login. Go to the Unique Snowflake, and it'll bring up all your activities or assignments for the day. And remember, you can work on a few pages here and there, and as long as you exit out of the page by going to the globe at the top and hitting home or exit, it should save your pages. And then if you're in a story in the comprehension part and you're not sure what the answer is and you want to go back to the chapter and see it, all you need to do is click the See Chapter button up here. And then I also suggest that you go on these L3 skills. There are a lot of fun math and other kind of job-like games that your student can go on and access. So please, again, 2 times a week, get on Unique, get part 1 activities done Monday through Wednesday, part 2 Wednesday through Friday, and then if you missed it, you can work on them again Saturday and Sunday. Okay guys, I wanted to Okay, let us do the calendar and dressing activity. So today is Tuesday. The month is April. The date is the 14th, so it is April 14th, 2020. The weather today is, I'm going to say, partly sunny. The weather is definitely cool. It's not hot and it's not cold. We're going to choose a different person to dress today. We'll go back to this guy. Let's give him some pants. Since it's a little chilly today, we're going to give him some jeans. For a top, let's give him a long sleeve shirt. For shoes, I think tennis shoes would be appropriate today. A hat, he probably doesn't need a hat today. For accessories, maybe some sunglasses. There we go. We'll give him some sunglasses. And he may want a sweatshirt because it is a little bit chilly. So for today, Tuesday, April 14th, 2020, it's partly sunny and it's cool. And this is what the guy is going to be wearing today. And now for today's weather. Today, partly cloudy with a high of 59 degrees, low of 39. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday, there might be some rain in the morning, high of 55 degrees, low of 39 degrees. Very similar to today. Thursday, mostly sunny, the high of 57 degrees. It's pretty chilly out. Definitely chilly, with a low of 38 degrees. On Friday, we have some PM showers, which means we may have some rain in the afternoon. It's a high of 62 degrees, low of 40. And then when it comes to the weekend, on Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy, about 56 degrees, very similar to today and tomorrow's weather, and a low of 43. And for Sunday, there's going to be showers again, a high of 65 degrees, not too bad, and a low of 50. I wanted to show you guys that I have colored my hair purple. Don't worry, it's not permanent, so it should fade in a little bit, but it is dark, but it's also very purple in the light. That is my show and tell.
I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I really do miss you. Guess what I got? You want to meet my new friend? This is Pickles. We got Pickles a couple days ago. Say hi, Pickles. He wants to run away. I hope to see you guys really soon. Bye.
Hi, it's Miss Bowser's class. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm here to give you guys a couple motivational tips for this distance learning period. So as you can see, I've dressed myself for work. I got my hair done. It's a little shaggy because, it's hard to find a barber these last few days. I got my long sleeve shirt on, got my jacket. I have a no tie. Hold on one second. I took it off because the baby was playing with it. Let me go find it. Where'd that tie go? Where's that tie? Oh, here it is. I have my tie right here. I'll put this on after this call. But you got to remember, we need to dress for success, right? So, got the whole thing, and I hope that you are all doing well, and I hope you also dress for success. Bye.
Hi guys, Mr. Stum here. Hope everyone's safe and healthy, and looking forward to getting back to school so we can all see each other real soon. Keep safe.
I hope you guys are doing fantastic.
Okay, here are today's comics. So, Garfield. So you see John, he's sitting there, it looks like he's drinking his coffee, and on the side you can hear crunch, 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 crunch. So John kind of looks over to where he's hearing the noise, and he says, "I take it we're out of potato chips." Garfield says, "Whoa, whoa, you must be psychic." How do you think he knew that Garfield ate all the potato chips? And then I found a new cartoon that we might like, guys. It's called Little Fried Chicken and Sushi, and it's kind of like teenagers, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So this one is discussing what we're calling like the lockdown, the online learning. We can't go to school yet. So this one's on lockdown day 1. So the first day it says, "We get to stay home from school every day. Cool." And the parents are like, "Yeah, cool." By day 2, "Get those homework packets done." The kids are like, "No." And then day 3, the kids are like, "Daddy, can I play video games all day?" And the parent looks very stressed out, and he says, "You have to problem solve in those, right? That's educational, so okay." And now for a little news from, I don't remember which newspaper I found this on, but Charles County is going to be requiring that residents wear masks when you go into grocery stores, to pharmacies, or when you ride the bus. So in the article it says, anyone who shops at a grocery store, goes to a pharmacy, or rides the bus in Charles County, Maryland, will be required to wear a mask or face covering of some sort starting on Wednesday. The County Health Department and Board of Commissioners announced a number of measures on Tuesday to try to slow the spread of coronavirus. It's aimed at protecting the shoppers, the employees, the drivers, and the passengers from the spread of the COVID-19. So if your parents go out to go shopping, or you go with them, everybody needs to wear a mask. Jordan's First Job by Molly Tittle. Jordan is excited. His parents gave him a car, but he will have to pay for gas and insurance to use the car. Gas and insurance cost money. Jordan needs money. Jordan has a goal. He must earn money for gas and insurance to use the car. Jordan needs a job. Jordan looks online. What job will he choose? Help wanted. Here is a job. Car washer. Wash cars outdoors on Monday and Friday afternoon. Pay is $8 an hour. Can Jordan do the job? Does Jordan have the skills for the job? Does Jordan want the job? No. Jordan is in school on Monday and Friday afternoons. That just won't work for him. Help wanted. Here is a job. Chef. Cook many different kinds of food for 5 hours on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Pay is $11 an hour. Can Jordan do the job? Does Jordan have the skills for the job? Does Jordan want the job? No, Jordan does not know how to cook many different kinds of food. Help wanted. Here is a job. Dishwasher. Wash dishes for 3 hours on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Pay is $8 an hour. Can Jordan do the job? Does Jordan have the skills for the job? Does Jordan want the job? No, he does not like to wash dirty dishes. Do you like to wash dirty dishes? Help wanted. Here is a job. Dog walker. Walk 2 dogs for 1 hour every day after school. Pay is $15 an hour for each dog. Can Jordan do the job? Does Jordan have the skills for the job? Does Jordan want the job? Yes, he likes to walk dogs outside. The job is after school. Jordan gets the job. He walks the dogs every day. He works as much as he can. Jordan earns money by walking dogs. Finally, Jordan has enough money for gas and insurance. Now he can drive his car. Jordan reaches his goal. The end. Okay, under L3 skills, when you log into Younique, you can play this game called Time Flies, time to the half an hour.
Match the clocks with the same times.
So remember, look at the small hand first. The small hand, kind of draw that little imaginary line, and what number is it actually past? Is it past the 4 or is it past the 5? If you said 4, you are correct. And then you look at the second hand. We count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it is 4:30.
$4:30. $4:30. Match the clocks with the same times. 4:30.
Helps if I knew what to do. Okay, so now you got to drag.
Match the clocks with the same times.
Okay, so again, you're going to look at the small hand, and what is it past?
1:30.
So this is just an example of the game.
Match the clocks with the same times.
So this is an example of some of the questions that you might see if you play the game yourself with when you go on Younique L3 skills.
Have you been driving all day or sitting at a desk all day and your shoulders and back feel kind of achy and you forget you have feet? Well, I feel that way sometimes too. So let's do a shoulder exercise to wake up the upper and the lower body and increase circulation for the day. So we'll begin by shrugging the shoulders up toward the ears, back, down, and around, and continue up, back, down, and around, up, back, down, and around. Really emphasizing stretching down, so you stretch the shoulders away from the ears, you start to wake up the lungs and the diaphragm, and reverse direction, big circles like your shoulder blades and your shoulders are on a Ferris wheel. A couple more times, inhaling as you reach the shoulders up and exhaling as you press down, and then go back the first direction, up, back, down, and around. Up, back, down, and around. One more time, up, back, down, and around. Now stand very tall, reach your arms up to the sky, clasp your elbows, stretch the feet down into the ground, and grow really tall through the spine. Reach up and over toward the right, pulling the left elbow toward the ceiling, stretching the left foot into the floor. Come up through center, grow even taller, and up and over toward the left. Pulling the right elbow toward the ceiling, spreading the right foot down into the ground. Reach back up through the center, stretch your arms straight out to the side, press out through the heels of the hands and the wrists. Lift the chest and drop the shoulders, and then bring the tips of the fingers together and press out through the tops of the wrists. Back out through the heel of the hand and slowly lower the arms down and give them a good shake. Then place your hands either on your shoulders or your chest. Draw the elbows together, stretching the back of the chest up toward the ceiling, back and around. Forward, back, up, and around. And as you stretch back, try and open the chest as much as you can. Wake up the lungs, wake up the circulation in your body. 2 more times, inhaling as the elbows reach up, exhaling as you stretch back and around. And last time, release the arms, stand tall, close your eyes, and just notice the difference in your body. So now that you've taken some time out of your day for self-care, try and pay it forward and take care of someone else.
Okay, now we're going to discuss some social skills involving using the phone. So as you can see for the number 16, the question is, what is a polite way to answer the phone? Do you say hello? Do you say, hello, what do you want? Or you don't say anything? If you said, say hello, then give yourselves a thumbs up. For the next question, marked 17, which is correct? When you're in a library, you should use a quiet voice. Or, when you're in a library, you should use a regular voice. Which one is correct? If you said quiet voice when you're in a library, that is definitely the correct answer. And the question at the bottom says why? Well, in the library, everyone is kind of working on reading stuff, maybe they're on their computer, and it's just one of those places that tends to be very quiet. Question dated number 18. If you want someone to call you back, you should keep calling until they answer, or leave a voicemail. Which one do you think is correct? If you're trying to call somebody and they just are not picking up, do you just keep calling, or do you leave that voicemail? If you said leave a voicemail, that is a correct thing to do. Or you could send a text message and say, hey, trying to call you, call me back. 19. What does playing phone tag mean? Do you know what that means? Well, playing phone tag to me is like when I'm trying to call my sister and she doesn't pick up, and then she tries to call me back, but then I'm busy, and then I try to call her back and she's busy. That's what playing phone tag is. It means you're having difficulty connecting with somebody. So sometimes I just will send her a message that says tag, and when she calls me back, hopefully we can start talking. And the last one is marked number 20. What should you do if the coworker next to you wants to talk and visit with you instead of working? So pretend that you're on your job and the person that you're working next to just keeps jib-jabbing and talking and talking and talking. What do you do? You could ask them politely, hey, I'm trying to work, we'll talk on our break. And if they keep bugging you, you might have to go tell one of your supervisors. So discuss these answers with one of your parents and see if you come up with the same answers. I wanted to share with you guys some important world news in our history as Americans. So today is when, not today, hold on. Well, sort of. Today is kind of in the middle of what we're calling the Apollo 13 drama crisis thing that definitely was kind of crazy in our world about 50 years ago. So let me read the News to You article. April 11th is the 50th anniversary of the launch of the Apollo 13 mission. The mission launched on April 11th in 1970. 3 NASA astronauts flew in the Apollo 13 spacecraft. They were trying to land the spacecraft on the moon, but the spacecraft had a big problem. Part of the spacecraft was damaged in space on April 13th. So that was yesterday, and it was about 10 o'clock at night. The spacecraft could not land on the moon. The astronauts and NASA scientists worked hard together to make a plan for the astronauts to return safely. The astronauts returned to Earth on April 17th. A popular movie called Apollo 13 was made about this mission in 1995, and my family watched that a couple nights ago, and it has Tom Hanks in it and a couple other actors that you might recognize. But it was a really big deal 50 years ago, and all 3 of the astronauts pictured here did return safely. So let me get to the questions. Okay, when is the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 13 mission? Was it May, August, or April? It was April. Who flew in the spacecraft? Astronauts, presidents, or writers?
Astronauts.
Astronauts. Where were the astronauts trying to land? On the moon, on the sun, on Mars?
Moon.
They were trying to land on the moon, but then their something happened with their spaceship and they had to return to Earth. They barely returned safely, but they were able to do it. So Apollo 13 is the movie. It's very interesting. And I wanted to say thank you for all that have been watching these YouTube videos. I hope you enjoy the lessons. And please share with me any pictures or videos that you would like to see on the next PowerPoint. I think one's going to be coming out on Friday, the next installment of this. And I just wanted to say that I missed you guys, and I missed your smiling faces, and all. And I wanted to say thank you for all that have been watching these YouTube videos. I hope you enjoy the lessons. And please share with me any pictures or videos that you would like to see on the next PowerPoint. I think one's going to be coming out on Friday, the next installment of this. And I just wanted to say that I missed you guys, and I missed your smiling faces and all the fun we used to have.